Alright folks, thanks for checking in at Trumptopia.com. We're going to have a short and sweet video forecast today, but I'm going to try to cover a lot of ground regarding the funny looking storm that's going to be en route for late Wednesday and the first part of Thursday for the northeastern United States. Let's look at the infrared satellite imagery right now. See, our first little mini storm is exiting. It was colder than anyone expected, and so we saw, a coating to an inch of snow in a lot of spots, and it never really changed over to rain from Boston back towards Albany. And you see behind it what's occurring is not a bad pattern here across most of the most of the Mississippi eastward, okay? And we do have some severe weather going on right now in this region, and we're going to definitely see a big time severe weather. Whoa. Sorry about that. Definitely going to see some big time severe weather in this region by the time we make our way out on into tomorrow. Okay, due to the diffluence, it's actually starting to occur already. Here's a California storm starting to dig in, and they're all going to come together to form this storm. Now let's see what's going to occur here. I'm going to show you the NAM model for reference, because I think it's doing the best job. And here we are out to Tuesday, and it's a nice day, okay, across pretty much all of the country. Southern part of the country really void of any storms. The stormy pattern is going to really be in this area. Okay, and the reason for that is that's where the California storms want to essentially track, okay? And to go back here, and here we are to 18Z on Tuesday. And what's happening here is it's a nice quiet day, a bit cool for the northeast, but what I want you to notice is something crucial for, severe weather lovers. Look at the 500 millibar pattern, okay? Probably best to start it out. Here we are at 12Z. This is a good frame. If you look at it, it's a trough in this region, it's a ridge in this region, but in between, we've got pretty significant contours coming through, but also diffluence, okay, with the height lines kind of going like this and like this, and in between that's where you see your severe weather outbreaks. So if we look towards the map, here we are at 12Z on Tuesday. No, we're not. Here we are. Look where that diffluence is. It's right in this region. Right back in here is where I expect most of the severe weather. Right back in here is just some heavy snow. So that's what's going to occur for tomorrow. But meanwhile, not affecting the northeast. 18Z Tuesday, free of precip, and still free of precip in this region too. So as we make our way out into Wednesday, this is when things begin to change. The first part of the day on Wednesday looks good in New York City northward, but there's going to be ocean effect moisture hooking up with some moisture from the Ohio Valley low, so there's going to be rain moving through for the day on for the first part of the day on Wednesday for pretty much all of the Mid-Atlantic. The second part of the day, definitely all of the Mid-Atlantic. But what's going to occur here is, in advance of the storm, potential cold air damming, especially in the higher elevations back in this region. I know they're not all high elevations. For the high elevations in that region, that's where you could see some cold air damming ahead of the storm. And when you see cold air damming, you tend to see a start of snow, so it doesn't surprise me that we could see some flakes flying for the first part for the commute on the evening commute Wednesday. New York City, possibility, not a lot of cold air damming, but towards Upton, or not Upton, but towards like White Plains and those kind of areas, you could definitely see that occur. But as the low pressure center passes into the eastern Ohio Valley by the late evening hours, your winds are going to switch from the east, from the west to more of a southwesterly direction, which is going to bring a rapid influx of warmth, and you're going to switch over to rain all the way up towards this region. And then as you go into Thursday morning, storm passes offshore. A tug of cold air behind it leads to a couple quick inches of snow back in here. Alright, it depends. I mean, there's still a lot of things we need to determine about the storm, but it looks like, by the way things look like right now, if you're looking for snow, you'd have to basically head from New York City all the way up towards Albany. That's your snow zone, okay? So most of the Mid-Atlantic doesn't get too much, but southern New England could definitely get some. Not a major coastal storm. The low is not going to sit here, retrograde, and there's going to be a bomb. That's just not going to occur. I'm sorry. That's more of a January kind of thing. Remember, this is a March storm, and it's a late March storm. Look at the date, 25th of March. Okay, so we're getting into late March. Okay, folks, that's it for now. March coming in like a lion, leaving like a lion. We'll see how April pans out. Stay tuned for more updates.